guys, my name is Oscar Jarin, and I just aged 20 years, lost my hair, and I lost some skin color apparently. But today I wanted to go over the cool down that we just talked about. We just did a 10-minute in-home workout. Now we have to bring our heart rate down so that we can go out into the world feeling calm and relaxed. You don't want to leave with your heart rate high. You don't want to do things with your heart rate high because that puts you in a stressful place. So we want to bring you into a peaceful place so you can have a great day. The first movement we're going to do in our cool down is going to be the frog position. Beatrice is going to go into the frog position with her knees nice and wide. And she's going to have her feet out just like this. Each one we're going to hold for 1 minute. Now what you want to do here is keep your back straight. Try to arch your back a little bit more. There you go, just like that. That drops your hips closer to the floor. You want your hips drop down as much as possible. Right now we're 15 seconds in, so here's where you want to start relaxing your body. If your body is tense, you'll feel parts of your body holding extra tension. So what I want you to do is seek those parts out, relax, and focus on your breathing. When you breathe, you want to breathe in for 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you want to breathe out for 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Each breath you want to bring in through your nose and out through your mouth. Focusing on your breath is really going to allow you to relax. We've spent 1 minute in this position. Now we're going to go to the opposite, which is the pigeon pose. So we had our hip out, now we're going to bring our hip in. Go ahead, right into it. You're going to put your leg forward, and then you're going to come down as low as you can. In the beginning, you want to hold nice and high. You'll notice that Beatrice has her leg at a 90-degree angle. Beatrice is really flexible, that's why she's in these videos. If I were to do this position, it wouldn't look like that. So a nice progression that you guys can do is just having your legs at 90 degrees on both sides. If you can do this version, it's a little bit better, but if you can only be here, like one of my UFC fighters, he can only sit in this position and it's still the same kind of stretch that's going to help your hips. Now we have 10 seconds left on this side. We're going to switch and Beatrice is going to show you how you can get a little bit lower in this position. We'll go ahead and switch, Beatrice. Again, we're still focusing on our breath, guys. Every time we move, we get into a new position. This time she's gonna get lower. So she's gonna put her elbows on the mat. She's gonna get all the way down. Now this is the furthest progression of the movement. If you can get into this position, it means you have really good hip health. If you can't get into this position, don't be discouraged. It takes time to get here. And the most important thing when it comes to mobility and flexibility is consistency. Now, we're 30 seconds into this position. Beatrice is now focusing on her breath. She's gonna relax her head. She's gonna let it sag all the way down. Take a deep breath in, relaxing your body as you go. This allows you to bring your heart rate down. Now, your heart rate is up from the workout. We need to bring it down in a controlled manner. So the next position we're gonna go into is going to be the scorpion position. So she's gonna come out of here slowly, always moving slowly, and she's gonna go down to her stomach. Here she's gonna put her right arm out, and then she's gonna kick her left leg up and over. Now the good thing about this stretch is that you're getting a nice light spinal twist, and you're getting a really good shoulder and pec stretch. A lot of men especially do a ton of contracting of their pecs, but they don't do enough stretching of their pecs. When you get tight pecs, you're gonna have bad posture. It's gonna pull your shoulders forward. So this position is actually gonna help you, one, keep the tissue quality of your pec good, but it's also going to improve your posture, which is super important. If you start to have poor posture, if you're in front of a computer all day or you're driving all the time, you're gonna begin to get this kyphotic posture and you're gonna walk around like this. You need to make sure, Beatrice, switch. You need to make sure that you're doing your stretches. It's just important as you're working out, if not more, as you age, so that you can keep everything open and keep the tissue that you have of a high quality. As the tissue degrades, that's when you get injuries and that's when you get hurt. So we want to make sure that you guys are doing these cool downs, not just for your mental health, not just for your nervous system, but for your muscles too. When you work out, your nervous system goes into a sympathetic response, or fight or flight. We don't want to do fight or flight all day. We want short bursts of it. But in today's society of 24-hour accessibility and emails all the time, social media, you're going to find yourself in fight or flight a lot more. So spending 10 minutes breathing and cooling down after a workout can not only pay dividends in your performance, but pay dividends in your mental health too. From here, Beatrice is going to go onto her back. We're at the 5-minute mark. Now we're going to do a light spinal twist by bringing one knee to our chest. And from here, she's going to hold this position. Now, me, I have a bad hip, so I can't bring my knee all the way to my chest. So for me, my leg is usually right about here, but we want you to get as far as you can. Obviously, Beatrice has really good hips, so you can see how easy it is for her to bring her knee to her chest. This is going to help her squat depth too. Go ahead and switch legs, Beatrice. She's still focusing on her breathing. Throughout this whole process, you're not going to have some guy standing over you talking the whole time. So you're going to be with your eyes closed. You're going to be inhaling deep through the nose, exhaling through the mouth for long periods of time. You want your breath to lengthen as you get into these positions. You want to really begin to relax your body as you get into these positions. Now what we're going to do from here is flip around into something that they call in yoga puppy dog. Puppy dog is going to allow us to work on our thoracic spine, which is this part of our spine here. Again, where I talked about that bad posture. Now Beatrice is doing the opposite motion. She's opening that up. It also is allowing her to stretch her lats right here. Her arms are forward, so that's pulling on her lats. Not to mention, she's getting a nice little hip stretch as she drops her hips back. You see how her butt's nice and high? That's the puppy dog. From the puppy dog, you can naturally go into the child's pose where you drop your hips further back, all the way down, and continue your breathing. This is a more relaxed position. You'll find more tension in the puppy dog, and this is a much more relaxed position that will really pay dividends when it comes to relaxing your nervous system, putting you into the rest or digest phase of recovery. So you want to go from fight or flight to rest and digest. Okay, it's very important to change those nervous systems around. Now we're going to go back to puppy dog, and we're going to take our right arm and we're going to needle it through our left arm, and we're going to lay on our shoulder. What that's going to do, it's going to stretch the scapula back here. It's going to pull it away from the spine, which is what you want. You want to open up your scapula. You want to retract and protract freely so you have full range of motion. Now she's going to switch to the other arm, all the while breathing. We're holding each position when we do these paired up positions for about 30 seconds, but you really want to hold them for about a minute. Now, when you do a cool down, it's all based on preference on how long you want to hold these positions. If you have injured areas like my hip, I spend a lot more time on my hips than I do my shoulders that are a lot more healthy than my hips. Now, the most important part of the cool down, Beatrice is going to flip over. We're going to spend the last 2 minutes breathing deeply. She's going to close her eyes. She's going to relax her body. She's going to put her hands by her side. And she's going to focus on her breath. So her breathing is going to go deep inhalation through the nose, nice long exhalation through the mouth. And she's going to continue this pattern for 2 minutes because I'm on the clock, but you can continue this pattern as long as you feel necessary. Sometimes I'll spend 5-10 minutes in this pose here, and it will really allow me not only to recover from the workout, but it will allow me to calm my mind. Because a lot of times in life, we can have a busy mind, which can affect the way we sleep. If we're training 5 days a week and we're working 40 hours a week and we're dealing with the stresses of life, sometimes we can overdo things because we tend not to cool down. I know I didn't cool down for like 20 years. I just thought if I trained hard, I will be healthy. But little did I know that I was constantly in a state of fight or flight. So it's very important to put yourself and rest or digest. And sometimes you might not even need a workout. Sometimes you might be so stressed out from life that you need a cool down session. And you can stretch these cool down sessions out from 10 minutes like we're doing to 20, 30 minutes by going through the movements 2 or 3 times, maybe spending some more time in those positions. So guys, I want you to take away from this video the importance of a cool down. 2020, baby. We want to start getting smarter with the way we train. We want to make sure that we're looking for longevity. We're not looking for five years of high performance. We're looking at 40 years of moderate to high performance, taking care of ourselves. Remember the first video, if you didn't watch it before this one, it's the body weight workout for beginners. You can tell in the video that even though it's for beginners, depending on the intensity that you choose, it will really get your heart rate up. And the way it's set up, it's allowing you to slowly ramp your body up and get ready for the day. Combine that workout with this cool down, you won't even need a gym membership. Subscribe, like the video, or share it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for staying tuned.